Hi, and welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. Today is December 2nd, 2019. I'm Kay. I'm host of the Bede Sisters audio podcast and of the Bede Sisters YouTube channel, so welcome. Today was not a lot of Christmas stuff going on. It's just laundry day. Mondays are laundry day, and that's what I've been doing most of the day. Some of it in the house in the dryer, some of it is actually a pretty nice day, so I hung some stuff on my clothesline, and I'm not even done. I hope it's not picking up, but there's I think some stuff still in the washer now and probably still not done in the dryer. Anyway, do you have just your usual chores going on? I made a chai latte in my giant latte cup. It's made from a vanilla chai, like a tea bag, and then I frothed the milk in my coffee maker. It's okay. It's not as good as the packaged one, but it also doesn't have a ton of sugar, so it's probably a little healthier. But anyway, it's okay. It's not terrible, but it's not as good as the packaged one. Isn't that weird? So I'll try not to get froth all over me. So, are you doing anything special? Are you doing an Advent project? I have another skein of yarn to open. I'll show you in a minute. One project that I'm going to be working on, hopefully I can start this week, is this tree skirt. The pattern is called Spiral Tree Skirt. It's from Pedal Car Quilts by Diane Nagel. And I'll hold it up so you can see the picture. Hopefully you can see that. I got the pattern and the fabric at, I think it's called Palmetto Quilts. It's in Greenwood, in the town of Greenwood in South Carolina. And this is for the lake house tree, which is all blue and white and sparkly. I don't know, it's evening here. It's already dark, so it might not pick up the colors as well as they would in bright daylight. I'll try to post a picture of them. This is going to be my main fabric that goes in the center. Isn't it cute? And I don't know if you can tell very well in the video, but they all have sparkles. And I really, really like this with the little pine cones and stuff on it. Isn't it pretty? So it's going to be all blues and whites and snowflakes. So can you picture it? Kinda. I'm not worried about piecing it, actually. You sew just straight strips and then cut them at an angle. And I have the, what's it called, the 10-degree wedge ruler that I'm going to use. So I actually don't think the piecing is going to be all that terrible. You're not matching corners, seams, that kind of stuff. The hard part for me is going to be quilting it and then binding it. So I may be looking for some help with that. But I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a fun project. How's your Advent project if you're doing one? Are you keeping up so far? It's only one day. I am doing, for my Advent mini skeins, if I can pull this out and show you, there it is. It's the Habitation Throw by Helen Stewart of Curious Handmade. And it is roughly 40, I think it's 40 inch, that's what it said. It's on here somewhere. 102 centimeter or 40 inch square that it makes. And I was excited watching Hawthorne Cottage, Hawthorne Cottage Crafts, I think. And she does a brilliant Vlogmas. I really, really enjoy her Vlogmas videos. And she is doing the exact same thing, the Helen Stewart Habitation Throw. So I'm really excited to see someone else working on the same thing. So I got it cast on last night with this little I-cord edge. If you can, keep it out of my drink. But if you can see a little bit, it's got the I-cord edge, and then it's a lot of garter stitch and then occasional eyelets. And I'm going to go a little bit longer because I have a fair amount still. And I'm just going to do how many ever repeats till I'm starting to run low on this, and then I'm going to start my next color, which is what I'm going to open now. This one's from my friend Dorothy. We have never met in person, but we have chatted online a few times. So hi Dorothy, thank you. Okay, getting ready. The color's actually kind of similar. It's a pretty blue, kind of a greeny blue actually. From Knot House Yarns. Let's see if there's a colorway. Diamond Sock. And I don't see a colorway name. But anyway, so I'll put it up next to this. It's actually really close. Isn't it pretty? I think that's going to be really nice, and I love blue, so it suits me fine to have lots of blues. Well, I don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight. Just like I said, it was laundry day. I am going to pop in some pictures and videos either before or after and show you a little bit of what I did today. The pantry is emptying out a bit. I bought plenty of stuff for Thanksgiving, but now that the leftovers are just about gone, I'm going to have to restock my pantry. So tonight it was macaroni and cheese for dinner. It's homemade, my mom's recipe, and I took a couple of pictures and videos. I did not get a picture of it when it came out of the oven, but I did get a picture of it with very little left. I think there was a tiny bit left over, but not much. So that's kind of my go-to thing because I usually have the ingredients for that available even when I'm out of everything else. So I made that for dinner along with some other vegetables. So that was dinner tonight. I spent a little bit of time ironing quilt squares. I had bought a Christmas fabric layer cake, the pre-cut 10-inch squares. I bought them at a quilt shop, I think the one in Augusta. And I'm doing, it's called a double slice layer cake. There may be multiple patterns called that, but this one has you cut all of the squares into 3.5 and 6.5 inch pieces. So each 10-inch square is cut once that way, and then you mix them up, sew those back together, and then turn them and cut them down the middle, so 5 and 5 because it's still 10 inches that direction, and then you put that together, mix them up and put those together. So I'm at that point. All of those needed to be ironed. I now have to square them up just to make sure all the squares are the same. I think they're going to come out to like 9 1/4. And I'll possibly get that done. We'll see if it gets done before Christmas. If not, I'll just finish it afterward and have it for next year. So thanks so much for joining me. Tomorrow should be a little bit different because Janie has a horseback riding lesson in the afternoon, and I will plan to take some knitting with me. And I will either be knitting while she's at her lesson, or we're going to run errands, or both tomorrow afternoon. So should be some fun stuff going on. Well, take care and check out all of the Vlogmas videos that are out there. There are some most excellent ones there. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.